I think what's important, a Rugby World Cup winner, and then there's the 26 matches, 15 wins. With that as well, we've got to keep in mind, you know, they were under pressure at times to build and look forward. You know, there's some games where we introduced players where we wouldn't have. I think of the loss against Wales and Bloom, where there's wholesome changes, and we could find out who could step up. And a guy like Ivan Roos came through that match. I look at those numbers and I hope they get improved. You know, hopefully we make it all the way to the end of France.
He's found a Kurtley Orense, he's found a Kanan Moody. So you know, sometimes you've got to throw a few into the pot and see what comes out.
Those stats are very subjective, as you said.
Yeah.
You got trial games. Some games you need to win. That game we might not win. So at the end of the day, I had an interesting look at top soccer guys. A 61% win ratio. For, you know, it's not too bad. 63 is not too bad. So if you win 60% or more of your games, you're successful.
I'll add to that there were a number of games last year that we should have won and we didn't. For some refereeing reasons. So you know, had the referees been absolutely fair, we would have ended up by probably winning a couple of games.
So Nick, immediately you mentioned referee. There's a huge smile on Kemper's face. Listen, you need to hug the referees.
Yeah, Australian referees, yeah.
But you know stats as well, Owen. If you play, like, I remember 2018-19, we never played minor teams. There was no Canadas, Americas and stuff involved. You play the big boys in and game out. That's a different stat. And if you look what Jacques has done with Russia, and especially with Jacques' defence, we've beat the All Blacks. We drew them away and beaten them away. We pumped the English. And Bloom and Ellis Park. We went overseas and gave Scotland. We gave the French there in Paris. We're going there to the World Cup now. So he's done well in the right tests.
I still say the games we played against France and against Ireland last year were two great performances by the Springboks, and we came on the wrong side of those performances because some very, very strange decisions in the last 10 minutes. You get those two wins, it's incredible, you know, suddenly 18 wins out of 26. It looks very good, you know. So there's nothing. And what about Australia away, when everyone agreed they should have been penalised 15 times more than they were? You know, there are issues around the refereeing of our Springbok team last year that have impacted Jacques Nienaber's results, in my opinion.